Here we go. This is a sound check, just making sure everyone can hear me. Let's see. There we go. Right then. So how's everyone doing? Hey, Endos, how you doing? Yeah, most iconic background music of all time. Yeah. So today we're just going to be working on this. As you can already see it now, it's in a Gamma N1. Secret's out. I'll explain why I didn't go with the Sparko. Hi, Brock. The why I didn't go with the Sparko or the Mayako. But for now, let's just get this apart and work on it a little bit. So I've got, hang on, let me slide over. Let's slide over real quick. Grab my bones, shock fluid, and diff fluid, along with other shock fluid. There we go. Most iconic background. Oh, that's a lot of people already. Long live the Nitro Stadium truck. Hi from, yeah. I know you already bought one, Brock, but eventually I'll get one. Hey, Coder Grammar from the UK. How you doing? Yes, it's in a Gamma. Interesting shocks. Yes, it's in a Gamma. How you doing, Mike? How you doing? Just grabbing the butter you gave me. So we're just gonna do a quick refresh on everything, on all the fluids. Just talk about why I didn't go with other builds. So let's start with the shocks. So the looks of it, does the battery move back? Yes, it does if I need it to. Let's see. Start with the shocks. Let's grab this. Just take this off. And I have a little mat over here somewhere. If you guys can hear me just fine, just go ahead and let me know. But if you need me to turn myself up or something like that, just let me know as well. Because I'm a little bit further away from the mic than I usually am. Hi from France. How you doing? Oliver G, Olivier, I think it is. Yep. How you doing? Mayako Springs. Yeah, it's Mayako Springs. There's a reason for that, and the main reason is because, well, one, it came with it, and two, it has the VRP long travel rocker or long shock set, basically. Oh, there we go. Let me see if I can grab my trusty 2mm. Remove the. Now, here's the thing. There is a reason why I got the N1. From Georgia, sound is good. Okay, good. Okay. So the reason why I went with the Gamma and not the Mayako or the, oh god, there's a lot of people in here. Why I went with the Gamma and not the Mayako or the Sparko is Sparko FAE is not out yet, and the Mayako MX8E was an option, but one of my patrons, Morrison Wad, basically slid into my DMs and went, "Hey, you want to try this buggy?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he sent me this buggy. So now I have an Agama N1. So it's a big shout out to him for lending this one out and allowing me to run it. But for now, let's go ahead and get these shocks off. And go ahead and remove these. I'm going to go with all new VRP piston grease, and then you go live. I'm rebuilding my car with all new VRP grease, and then you go live. Yes, I do, because that's how it works. Timing is everything. But yeah, let's see. Let's go ahead and remove the front shock first. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and just refresh all the fluids and stuff like that. Like I said in the beginning of the stream. Not sure how long this stream is going to be, because go. Look at that. Hang on, let me let that focus real quick. Doesn't look very cash money at the moment, so we're just going to go ahead and clean it up and go ahead and rebuild the shock. So let's go ahead and get this off. My echo springs are a little bit stiff. There we go. Move that. See the action. It's pretty good. Not bad at all. I'm wondering if this is a bladder or a... I think these are bladders. I'm about to find out. Hang on, let me grab a little thing to... I did not plan this. Hang on one second. Let me grab a thing to get rid of all my shock fluid real quick. I'll be right back. There we go. Just a old water bottle. Get my headphones back on so I can hear the weed music. Here we go. Just finished the build. My mate runs. Oh, Basher. Hey, Brad, how you doing? My mate runs an N1 in New Zealand, and our tracks are hard, and the thing lands so well. I'm looking forward to seeing how this thing drives. What's this called? How it drives at Loganville RC Complex on our US style bumpy tracks. Let's see how it does. I'm probably going to go out on Sunday because it's going to be a little bit warmer then. And Travel Guy, I just finished building the new WRC Truggy. Is it good? I'm wondering how it is, how it drives and stuff like that. And by the way, you're a techno guy in Europe? I thought those were extinct. I thought those didn't exist. I'm just teasing you. It's fine. It was just that one guy who ruined it for me. Just one guy can do wonders or negative wonders for a brand's image. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this shock open and find out whether or not it's a bladder or not. Survey says it is a bladder. It is a bladder shock. Probably going to switch those over to emulsion whenever I get the chance. But for now, let's go ahead and empty this out. Techno is very well known in France. I did not remember. Or I did not know that, but now I do. Pump the shock. Hey Ricardo, how you doing? I saw you in the No Name RC podcast. What's this called? server. Just damn, I can't even speak. Yeah, it's nice to see you at the stream. Let's see. Please remember we have a race on Live RC next week in New Zealand. Keep an eye out. Could you let me know which race it's called so I know what to look for on Live RC? Let's see here. So what's the story of you getting the N1, or did I miss? You did miss it, but I will reiterate it for you. So basically, well, the long story of it is someone gave it to me. I did, what's this called? Oh, I'm reading comments, I'm sorry. But yeah, someone gave it to me, and someone, that someone was one of my patrons, Morrison Wad, and he wanted me to try out the N1 buggy that he had built but never run. So he gave me this. So instead of a Maiko or a Sparko like you might have expected, I now have an N1, which is, you know, we'll figure out how it does. And yes, I do mean Discord. Stick on bladder. I assume you need the additional pack for this short travel length. The thing is, since it has the VRP pistons and the VRP shock package, I do have the extra length that I need, but I'll probably have to tune it more once I actually get to the track. But right now, the 40 weight in there was a little bit too stiff, so I'm going down a little bit. So I'm going to go, okay. Asian Buggy Championship. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I need to actually watch that. I hope the timing is right if I'm not like at work or something like that. I haven't got the WRC trophy on the track yet. My son just got the Export trophy, so it's game on. I'm guessing this is a father-son. Whichever one has the better brand wins. But let's see. VRP pistons. Or are these VRP pistons? What to find out. But yeah, I'm going down from 40 weight. Choco is like 515 down to like 450. And luckily Bones is what's this called? Bones is supplying the oil. So let's go ahead and screw this back on. Put it back on. Let it bleed out. I'm probably doing this very wrong. It's been a while since I actually did bleed or bladder caps bleeding. Probably overfilled it. Yeah, definitely overfilled it. So, ooh. Let's see. And squeeze it all the way in. And squeeze it all the way down. Get myself a rag because this is really a little bit of rebound in there. Be right back. Let me grab I can just grab a towel. Let's see. Let's see. Get that down. I'll look at chat in just a second or two. It's a little bit. Let's look at chat and see how that's going. Nobody else used other than silicone oils? Just wondering. I don't think so. I think there was like one point in time where HPI used different shock fluid, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, hey, Jimmy. I just wanted to apologize for getting heavy about dirt racing. Just don't want to see it die. It probably, don't worry. In terms of A scale, it more than likely won't. But I appreciate you actually apologizing, and all is forgiven. So don't stress too much about it. Okay. Let's see. And what are the shocks called that don't have a bladder and have a bleed school? Emulsion shocks. Emulsion shocks are better for really, really bumpy tracks and really, really what's a good way of putting it? Big jumps, basically. They're better for big jumps and big tracks, basically. It's why a lot of people use universals instead of CVAs for bumpy tracks. Some people like them better, but it's hard to say. But yeah, it's hard. There are different things for different tracks. Let's see here. I see the thumbs up from you, Jimmy, so I assume all is indeed forgiven. Let's see. Might need a little bit of a softer spring, but we'll see. Put that on there. Put that on there. There we go. Put this on. If I can get it on. This is weird. There we go. Here we go. Get this on. Put this down. There we go. I'm going to need a towel for this because I got a lot of silicone oil on my hand. Jason Barali? Oh, Travel Guy. What brand shock diff oil do you use? Well, up until recently, I used Flashpoint and Ultimate, but I do prefer the use of Bones, quite simply for the fact that they come with more fluid for the same price. So on this side is the Bones, this is the Flashpoint, and they're both equally far away from the from the camera. So Bones basically gives you more fluid for your money, and that's why I use them. But if someone hands me a tub of if someone hands me something to use, I'll probably use it because I don't have any sponsorships other than, well, I don't have any traditional sponsorships, so to speak. So let's go here, put this on. We'll tighten that down a little bit. Actually, let's just tighten that down now. It's a little bit better. It's a wee bit better. No shock boots? That is correct. There are no shock boots for this car, which honestly is a bit of a oh, there we go. Sorry, I had to do that because the music started again. But it's because I assume because the shocks are higher up, they don't get as dirty. But come on. It depends. Emulsion Smalley. Yep. Silicone oil is very sticky. I think someone could find better for shocks. Maybe. But silicone is not toxic, or mostly not toxic. So it's probably best we use that for now until we can find something better. Bones is nice bang for the buck. Yep. Yes, it is. And I race at an indoor track with Proline ball yield slick tires. I don't know why you would run MC or S3 compound. Proline ball eagle slick tires, and I don't know why you would run MC or S3. I thought those were the only two that they come in. because I remember I used S3s at my local-ish track when I started 10 scale, and I used S3s at not Beachline, what's this called? Beach RC during Masters of Dirt. So they do work. It's just you got to prep them. But I remember a lot of people would do different things to, different compounds to get different slick compounds. Yes, I did. Why would you run one or the other? I would assume if it's dry or a drier track, I would run the S3. But if it's a more damp track, an MC might last longer. But it's completely spitballing. Jimmy S. MC is clay. S3 is mid soft. Yeah. Well, the thing is, they're kind of interchangeable. At least when I ran them at Beach RC and Hobbytown Columbus, rest in peace. Basically, the MC worked better when it was really, really high bite and really, really damp. But the S3s work pretty much better everywhere else. So whichever one you go for, it entirely depends on where you are and what's going on at your track. And I cannot, for the life of me, figure out how to get this off. Let's see if I can move this. There we go. Come on. There we go. Looks like a nice servo. Yeah, it's a Futaba servo. Futaba HPS brushless servo, CB701. I don't know exactly how good it is, but I'm about to find out very soon. Yeah, this is the quick and dirty way of doing it. Let me see if I can get this off by hand. Already finding some flaws of this car. Let me get this off. Come on. I could probably do this better with a T-wrench, honestly. Probably be much easier. There we go. I butchered it, but we got it off. What do you think about the wing support with this Gamma? It seems a little bit weak. It is very flexible. Let me show you. So, well, this one has like an aftermarket support to it, but even with the aftermarket support, that's not the wing flexing, that's the support itself flexing. So it depends. We'll see how well it does under crashing because I'm not a perfect driver. So yeah, we'll see. Let's see here. Let's get this off. Clean it off. Where's my toothbrush? Where'd it go? Toothbrush. There it is. I had the same experience that I run indoor clay with MC Bald Eagles. Okay. Here we go. Very dirty toothbrush. There we go. Ran across a comment from you on a video. I'm gonna eat my words in Sparker, aren't I? 3 locals got them. I'm in the same boat. Yeah. I don't know what, because the thing is, I like this more as a concept more than the Sparko, because the Sparko is more or less just another buggy, but it's very well built. This is really different, and I want it to succeed better than it already has. But we'll have to see how it does. How it drives specifically, if there's a reason why everyone goes to the traditional setup. Let's get this off. A little bit of rebound. So let's see if I can get a little bit of rebound here. There we go. Get that off by hand. Yep, ladders. And get this out. got these VRP 20-hole pistons. It's my first time using these, so we'll see how they do. Not sure if it'll show up very well on camera because it's obstructed by the oil, but I'll try. Let's see. Kifrin. Hey Roach, nice to see you, fellow Gamma driver. Very recent a Gamma driver, by the way. I pre-ordered mine last week. Also, the new video is beautifully edited. Greetings from Switzerland. It's nice to see someone from a country that's actually really beautiful. Oh, that happened. Anyway, it's also really nice to see people from different parts of the world enjoy my videos. It's really, yeah, it's jarring, but it's pleasantly jarring. Let's see, where the Moans 450 oil. Let's see. I was looking for an adjective when I said country because Switzerland. Oh yeah, also isn't HB from Switzerland? I don't remember exactly where it's from. I thought it was from like, or HPI is from California. I'm not sure about HB. Someone will have to correct me on that. But yeah, let's see. Get this on here. And go. There we go. A little bit more rebound. Grab a towel. Clean it off. And put it back together. Let's see. Put that back on. Luckily, this is mostly titanium and aluminum screws, so I don't have to worry about rust with this car. Let's see. Okay, friend. Prices increased in France since 2 years. What about your country? The price of cars in general? Or just in general, or because prices of everything has gone up, really, for a multitude of reasons. It's not just one thing. It depends. Let me see. Yes, cars. Oh, yeah. Cars in general. Well, okay, I need to be more specific. Cars or full-size cars or buggies? I'm sorry. Can I get this on? Come on. Come on. There we go. This is a bit of a pain to get on, but I did it. But yeah, cars in general, like full-size cars, have gotten stupid expensive. And RC kits, well, they're kind of the same price really right now. Like the difference between the B6.4 and the B7 is the same. They're both the same price, or they're retailing at the same price. But I guess Schumacher stuff has gotten more expensive. X-ray stuff is always going to be expensive, but not sure what else has gotten expensive other than in terms of hobby. It depends on what you buy and where you buy it from. I tend to get most of my stuff from either A-Main or Raceline Designs, so I get good prices and stuff. But even still, I'd say some kits have gotten more expensive, but some have gotten less expensive, like Mugen. But I think it's because Mugen's coming out with a new buggy soon. No. You can't make me. Just stick to your team associate. Yeah, I need content. I absolutely require diversity in my builds. I like building, I like tinkering and stuff like that, and having one car or one experience would kind of ruin the fun for me. This is 40 weight. Both of them are 40 weight. So should I... You know what? Let's work with the diff first. The front diff first. Let's see what's in there. I will also say, though, the B4, or the original B4, I wasn't a huge fan of it, to be honest. It'll be... The B4.1 is probably a lot better, but I'm kind of curious as to why they didn't just make it like that in the first place. And just... yeah. But not much I can really do about it now. Let's see. Mugen Buggy is 469 euros in February here. It's about 620 bucks here. So conversion, that's like what? 602 euros it would be here. It's like 620 bucks here right now. I'm not sure how many of that is in euros because I haven't kept up with the exchange rate here. Or it used to be like very similar. 511 USD. Thanks, Kifrin. Hey, Jeremiah, how you doing? And yes, it is an Agama. You can hate me if you like. I know you won't. But Kifrin, thank you for the conversion, 511 USD. So what you're saying is we're being ripped off. But yeah, it is in a gamma. Oh, the Mugen MSB1. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh, okay. So the Mugen MSB1, I have no idea. I haven't seen. I guess it'll be 511 USD or something close to that. But who knows? I have no idea. At least it won't be like 600 and something bucks like the Hot Bodies was. Somebody needs to come out with a decent RTR forward buggy. That'll probably not happen anytime soon. I'm gonna just be real with you. How do I get this open? How do I get this open? Let's start taking stuff apart. See what we need to do. We're working with hand tools right now. Unlike Tekka with all its nooks and crannies on top. Yeah. Yeah, it does. I know you wouldn't hate me. I'm working on my fake rustler. What? I'm building at 4.1 right now while watching the stream. Yeah. We're all just chilling right now. We're all just I guess getting ready for the weekend to actually go race. Or if you can, considering the fact that it's colder than the ninth circle of hell. That's a Dante's Infernos reference right there. But let's get this apart. Oh, that's surprisingly easy to get that off. Put that down. But yeah, I'm working only with hand tools right now because I'm not sure if you would be able to hear the electric drill and if that would be annoying or not. So we're working with our muscles. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna be doing the front shocks, the rear shocks, and the front, center, and rear diff. We're gonna grease them up and all that good stuff. A Basguard I picked up from Facebook. The guy used a picture of a rustler. It's been reworked. Oh, okay. Why the name Roach? Okay, so the reason why I chose Roach is because there's two reasons. One, three. One, I just like the name. Two, when I worked at the Bronx Zoo when I was about 18, 19 years old, they had me working with the Madagascar hissing cockroaches to try and scare me. It didn't work. So, and I actually really liked them. So that name kind of stuck, for me at least. And the third reason is because, well, I've always had like somewhat self-esteem issues, and the name Roach was given by myself to try and put myself down. But after some self-reflection, just grab this real quick, I managed to not necessarily overcome it yet, but sort of channel that negative energy into something more positive. So now I call myself Roach. I'm old school. I don't use a drill at all. Yeah. Giffrin electric screwdriver was the best purchase I made in a while. Yeah. I'm not using it to save your guys' ears, okay? I'm not sure if it would actually pick up on the mic or not, because its mic is quite sensitive. And it doesn't have noise cancellation. But what else do I have to remove to get to this differential? Do I even... Wait. Did I even have to... Okay, so I did. Okay. Right, so let's remove this diff. Clean this out. Replace it with other butters. 4 top screws, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 6 actually. Or me. Oh no, there's only 4. You're right. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's see if I can get this off. +2 for the shocks. Yeah. There we go. Get this out. There we go. And that's diff number 1. Covered in, I'm assuming... What's this called? That ProTech grease. We're going to clean that off and replace it with some Utter Butter. Clean it off on a white towel, because we all love that, don't we? Looks like 10K was in it. I'm going to put 10K back in it. For the center, I'm going to go with, what's this called? I'm going to go with 7K. For the rear, I think I might go down to 5K. But yeah, let's get these off. Put these to the side. I use a 6mm socket and a 4th impact to build CC turnbuckles. That's a bit overkill, but I'm not going to shame you for it. Let's get this open. Every time we see each other, brothers, always get your top notch. That's really nice. That's really nice. I appreciate that, man. Let's see. Olivia, Wera Hex Plus T-handle screwdrivers are a must-have. I love tools. I tried everything. Wera Hex Plus T-handle screwdrivers. I'm gonna have to look into that. Again, thanks for the kind words, Jeremiah. I hope to see you at Buggyland this coming, when is it, March? Yeah, March, I think. Here we go. Let's get this open. CBH 148. You make excellent vids, man. Thank you. Did the seller mention why they were letting the Agama go? I think you misinterpreted what I said. That's a very mean way to put it. Okay, so what I mean to say was, I didn't say they sold it to me, they gave it to me. And they want me to run it for a little while so I can get an idea of what it's like to drive. But the reason why he's letting it go is because, well, space, really. He's like a big RC collector, like a racing collector. He has a bunch of RC cars for racing. So whether or not he runs, hang on. Okay, just making sure that is a one-way trip. But yeah, he has a bunch of RC cars, and this is just one of them that's taking up space. And he's like, "Hey, you want to try it?" I'm like, "Yes," and he sent it to me. So now I have a, what's this called? An Agama N1. If I can get this open, what the hell? My hands are slipping. Hands are slippery. Damn. How does the diff oil viscosity actually impact driving behavior? Okay, so there's a video by, what's his name? JQ, or Joseph Cragmore. I can't pronounce his last name. I'm sorry, I'm American. But he did a really detailed video on it. The short of it, if I can explain it, is the lighter the diff fluid, the easier the car will be to drive, or it really depends on where the diff fluid is viscosity. You know what? I can't explain it in a couple minutes, but I'll try. I think the good way to put it is like thicker diff fluid in the front makes it easier to drive. It gives you understeer. Thinner is harder to drive, but gives you more oversteer. Center, the thinner it is, the more power will be bled off to the front. And the rear, again, same difference as the front. The only difference is it's swapped. But that's about as good. Use shock pliers? Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Where'd the... Oh, I've dropped a shim. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. There we go. You were right. Thanks, Rory. But let's go. Oh, there's no diff fluid in here, so, or very little. So we're just going to go ahead and let that sit somewhere. Let me grab the towel again. Am I the only one that put copper grease on the internal part of the diff before filling a silicone oil? Yes, because the difference between... Okay, so if you put copper grease in the diff oil, it will create like an emulsion, kind of like mayonnaise. They just don't really mix well together, and it'll kind of act very strangely in terms of how it, how the diff will act. I guess you could say how the diff will, I guess, engage. It'll be more inconsistent, which is why sticking to one fluid in a diff fluid or a diff or shock is usually the way that most people go. Let's see. I feel like a thick center diff helps slow down everything if you have a really heavy trigger finger. I'm not sure. I mean, it does give you a higher top speed if you have a really thick diff. But if you have a very thin diff, it makes it easier to drive. I'm not sure. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. But while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and look at chat a little bit more. I think it might be a good idea. If I was thinking of putting graphene in for plastic rubbing on metal, that's probably a good idea, more than likely at least. Lefty's impression of JQ cussing and finish over the headset while blowing it in the main at AMA's. Oh god, that was a race and a half. Yeah, that's how it be. You got beat by one of the locals here in Georgia, Patrick Rossiter. Yeah, that guy is man is quite fast. He is quite fast. He is I hope to race with him at one point, trying to get an idea of where I stand. It's probably not very high up at all, but I just want to go down to Phil Hurd eventually, because I know it's a really good track. What kind of car? This is an Agama N1. Yep, it's an Agama. Rossiter is a strong presence. Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's been pretty chill, you know. I haven't talked to them too much, but every interaction I've had with him has been positive, so you know, I don't really have much to say on that matter, other than, you know, he's a cool dude. Oh, hang on. Fine. Juicy horizontal shocks close up. Hang on. Let's see if the... There it is. There you go. Now I gotta set up my camera again. There we go. Oh, hang on. There we go. That's a little bit better, actually. Cantilever linkage, yep. So let's see. Now that is done dripping. Uh-oh. Ah, crap. The differential ring gears have popped out. They're actually pretty beefy, actually. Some of the arms, like, everything on this car is a lot beefier than I thought it would be. Hi, Craig. How you doing? It has been a little bit. It has been a little while. How are you doing? Yeah, it's a pretty cool setup. We'll see how it does in practical use very soon, because I'm probably going to put out a video about it sometime next week. Let's see if I can get this back in. There we go. And grab favorite 2S Shorty Pack. You doing good, Craig? It's been a minute. Are you gonna be at that race at the barn? Hopefully it doesn't rain, because it's supposed to, but hopefully we get to see each other again soon. But favorite 2S Shorty Pack. Anyone that I can get my hands on. I mean, to be honest, they're kind of all made in the same place, so it doesn't entirely matter which one you go with, so long as you take care of it. I know Exalt has some really good batteries. I used to run Genzace batteries a lot. I ran Trinity batteries when they were still cool. The RevTech ones, which were pretty good. The RevTech ones are actually really good. So I'm assuming the Exalt ones are pretty good too if you want a good 2S Shorty Pack. Genzace is really good if you want a mod. Honestly, just Genzace in general is just a good, solid baseline to go with. Not much really going on there, though. But yeah, now just waiting for this to... Excuse me. Just waiting for that to settle. Let's put back. Rotor Ron. I don't know who that is. Oh, it's a Trinity thing, I'm assuming. I wasn't around then. At least not physically. There we go. A little bit more fluid. Won't hurt. Just a wee bit more. Drop. There we go. And we put this back on. Probably should replace the... Uh-oh. Hit like and share, y'all. Yes, please do. That would be very appreciated. That would be hella appreciated. Let's see. I'm putting together the new AEE buggy together. Yes, I'll be there. If it rains, I'm going to Rock and Knoxville as a backup plan. If you do, I might go with you. That's probably what's going to happen. Bronze. Oh, it's a hobby store in Illinois. He makes his own batteries. Okay. Rotor Ron. I'll look that up. And any hobbies other than RC? Well, the main one is this one. Just games. Just gaming. I have my own gaming PC. I got my Xbox over there with a nice TV. But RC is the main one, basically. I used to be gaming, but to be honest, staying inside, just playing games all day, it's not healthy. So going out and actually doing things on the weekends, seeing people in real life, it's healthier for you. It's better for you. Appreciate that, Craig. Actually, I do have what Rory Roller has painted bodies and whatnot. Okay. Let's put that on. What are you playing and what did you play? I do play a lot of Destiny 2. I play what's it called? A lot of Halo, a lot of Rocket League. You can see me playing Rocket League in a lot of different video, or a couple different videos I've uploaded. But yeah, it was sorry, I'm reading things. 10K, that feels better. Put these back on. But yeah, I play a lot of Destiny 2. I play a lot of Halo, a lot of basically everything that isn't a lot of indie games actually. Ember Knights, Hollow Knight, Cult of the Lamb, lots of different games. And Lethal Company, of course, because that's trendy right now. Just went to Knoxville Rock on Sunday. Surface looks like a war zone on the backside. Super fun. Nearly got snowed in there before splitting back to Huntsville. Yeah. It's really, really, really cold up there right now. I'm wondering what it'll be like if we do end up going there. If I do end up going there instead of the barn. We'll see how it is. Because I'm probably going to stay up there. If I do go up to Knoxville, I will go there. What's this called? I'll go there the Friday of, or the Friday before the Saturday, and come back on Sunday. Because after that, I start my internship at Bank of America. Let's see. That's why I got into RC. Wrench indoors. When you finish going out, you go out to test. Yep. I got an RC to kick my depression. Same here. Pretty much. That's pretty much why I got an RC. Because I also have depression. Funny enough. Well, not funny enough, but you get the idea. But yeah, based. Yeah, a lot of indie games I play. How you doing, KRC? Same here. Suggested by my doctor when I lost the ability to do the usual outdoor stuff. That seems to be a running theme. Seems to be a running theme there. Let's see. Same. I was in a dark place the year that COVID kicked off. Yeah, I think a lot of us were. To be honest, COVID, when that hit, it really isolated me, and I think that's what mainly got me back into RC racing. Basically, a lot. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'll get to you in a second, Chemo. But yeah, when I got to COVID, or when we got to COVID, I was really isolated. Played lots of games, but I didn't really go out much. So when this track named AJC Speedway opened up close to me, I went there and I got back into RC. And now, after doing RC for a while, I'm a lot happier. I feel like I've been a lot better at social interaction. And just in general, I've been better. I feel like I've been healthier, basically. I feel like it's good for you. It's definitely better than staying home and playing games all day. It's definitely better than that. Also, sorry, Chemo, I didn't know it was you. How you doing? Oliver, it's my specific images. I'm on the spectrum. Yep. Olivier, I'm on the spectrum. I think I am. I'm not sure, though. Back when I got it, because my son, he's 7, my GPA used to fly planes. I still have him. He's long since passed. Ooh. Or grandpa, I still love him. It's been great for some reasons. We're all mentioning stay strong out there. Yeah, I can't read. Yeah, he's long since passed, but it's been great for the same reasons we were all mentioning. Stay strong out there. Okay. We will all stay strong together thanks to EKJ 24,000. How you doing? How you doing, RC family? And for me, it was before COVID hit. When it came, it was worse. Yeah, it just sort of compounded everything that went on. But as long as you're doing better now and you're not in that dark place as much as you were before, we're good. I just don't want you to be... What I'm saying is, if you need someone to talk to, just talk to me. My DMs are always open. Both for sponsorships and for friends. Let's see. Get that other butter on there. Put it on there. Put the other butter on there. This really hurts my thumb. I broke the syringe part of it, and now I have to like push it in really hard. There we go. But I'm glad you're doing better, Jeremiah, especially now. Yes, I am. You can't have too much grease. You can never have too much lube. That's a real thing. See you later, Jeremiah. It's good to see you again. Or I hope to see you again. Same here. I love testing aspect setup. Same story here. Local track opened up, and it seems like a good opportunity to make real life contacts and friends. It always is. Or, yeah, it is. All the grease, all the other butter. Let's put this back in. You can never have too much grease. Put that back in there. There's never... Let's see. Can I get this in there? This is a bit difficult, but it's probably be easier if I took off the turnbuckle, but I'm stubborn. So I'm not going to do that yet. until I absolutely have to. There we go. Come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. There's never enough lubrication. Roach, what are your views on 4x4 SCT racing? I like racing in most of its forms, except for oval and drag, and that's about it. But any type of off-road racing I enjoy, even SCT racing, which unfortunately is considered kind of a joke these days. But I wish it was more popular, honestly, because it is a more fun class than I'd say other classes, like, for example, Bruggy, which, funny enough, is no longer Bruggy, at least of 2025. Lots of people salty about that. I'm kind of just laughing. Let's see. Put this back on there. Oh. Let's see. Oh, the grease. There's never... Yep. What's the buggy in the thumbnail? It has a shared front shock. Is that that is super interesting? That is the buggy I'm working on right now. This is the Agama N1, and it has the lay down front and rear shocks, and it's supposed to keep the weight as low down as possible and give you better corner speed. So I'm going to be doing a video on it very soon, so we'll see how it does. But for now, I'm just working on it, just refreshing it, ready for the track on Sunday, because Saturday it's going to be hella cold and I'm not going to the track. Let's see. Oh, hi, Doc. How you doing? It's been a while. Well, by a while, I mean a couple weeks, but how are you doing? Let's see. Bring back stadium truck and gas two-wheel drive truck. A lot of people in my local area are trying to bring back what's this called? Two-wheel drive stadium, not just two-wheel drive stadium truck, but two-wheel drive gas truck. That's what they're trying to do. And I think it might work. We'll have to see though. But yeah. Put it in the hole. There we go. In my opinion, SCT 1, Truggy 1/10, and Truggy 1/10 were most fun. I hope they get buggy spec in their popularity someday. As much as I wish they would, they probably won't. But one can dream. One can dream. Let's put this back on. Let's see. Ever try to drive? Let's see. Doing on gas truck, texting that. Hey, Blue Groove, how you doing? Oh, wait. Texting that. Ever try to drive with RC with gloves on when it's cold? It completely screws me up. It does that to me too. That's why I use fingerless gloves. Fingerless gloves help out a lot. That is my tip of the day, is use fingerless gloves when it's really heckin' cold outside. Yes, I did say heckin'. We gotta keep it family friendly here on YouTube. Hard not to broke something when cold. Yep. Try Lexan gloves keeps the... Oh, you mean like... Lexan is like... You mean this Lexan? Because this is Lexan. I think you mean either polymer or latex gloves. Unless it's something different in Europe, in which case I just sound like an asshole. Hard not to break some latex. Yeah. You're good. You're good. You're good. Let's see. Try Lexan. Something it's cold. Try Lexan gloves. How far are you from Rayland, North Carolina? I think I'm about 4 hours away from it. There's some good tracks in North Carolina that I want to visit, especially this year now that I have more time. Oh, crap. Get into, there we go. Uh-oh, I accidentally put something on before I should have. I need to take it apart again. You're good, Kieran. Don't worry about it. Thanks for asking. Doing well. Been trying to learn my 3D scan software in this cold house. In this cold in the house. Good luck with that. Jack Wessel saying, when you're not racing, what are your favorite cars for grass and bashing around? To be honest, I don't really bash too much. I don't really do. I wish I could do bashing more, but it's honestly either bashing or racing, and I choose to do racing. So sometimes I'll run my car out on the street or something like that for a speed run to show like neighborhood what I do, or neighborhood kids like, hey, there's something cooler than just like games. But for the most part, I just race. I wish I could do more. If I had the more income, I'd probably do more crawling because there's a lot of like bogs and stuff like that behind me in where I live. And that'd be perfect for crawling. Or drifting. Drifting would be good too. Let's see. What do you think about PR racing? I almost bought a PR racing buggy very recently, and things just didn't align because I want to get like a good buggy to run for the Palmetto Classic, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting a PR racing or not. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it does. And again, there are a lot of people in here, so I really appreciate you guys coming by to say hi. I'm losing my voice. Let's put this back. Oh, let's put this back on. There we go. Let's see. Local Mike Lucas. In the picture of your car, that is not my car. What tires are it? They look like something I want to try. Let me check the actual picture. I have no idea what tires those are. They look like someone took. I'm not even going to try. The thing is weird. Local Georgian here. Oh, hey, Adam. How you doing? Thanks for all the great content. How do you like the Dirt Master? I like it a lot, and it's really cheap. So I can just mess with it all I want and not have to worry about stuff. The only thing I'm worried about on it is it's easy to break because a lot of them have self-tap. A lot of parts have self-tapping screws. But for the most part, it's been good to me. It's really easy to drive, especially on outdoor tracks. So if you want an outdoor buggy, that's pretty much your best bet right now. Let's see. Kifrin, have you seen 124 scale drifting? I have not. Works well with 24 plastic model bodies. Races are like that. There are race cars just that's strictly racing. Yeah. And relatively cheap. You can get an RTR crawler, pretty happy with it. I like my Raycon Jet 80. It's good with camping too. Yeah, I'd run it. If I can get like a decent but yeah, I can't even speak. I'm sorry, I'm reading too quickly. You can get an RTR crawler. I like my Raycon Jet 8. I think I might get a crawler eventually, but I'm not sure if I put it on the channel too much because, well, it's just not really. I just do it for leisure, not necessarily for content. Do you plan on running? I know I saw yours earlier. I just didn't get to it. I'm sorry. Do you plan on running it in the saddle configuration? I probably won't because, when I got it this morning, it was in the saddle pack configuration. I actually put it in this configuration this afternoon for the sole reason that I have batteries for it already for this configuration. so I don't have to worry too much about it. And I think I like this battery configuration a little bit more because I think it's more stable. At least that's how it feels to me. So if you have run this car in the saddle pack configuration, let me know how it does, because I'm about to find out how it does in this configuration once I go out and drive. If I can get this on here without dropping it in the hole. There we go. Good channel and good content, grow plain and simple. Yours is doing well because you put the work in. I put a decent amount of work into this channel. Like more than what's probably healthy, but I'm very happy that it's doing this well, especially in the RC space. Because, like, I'll be honest, it's kind of disheartening seeing so many other channels grow so much quicker than yours. But you kind of have to just put your head down and do your own thing, and your own thing will eventually bring results, or it won't. And only time will tell that. Mine, I'm glad, has produced results. And that's why I try and bring other people more traffic to them, because there are a lot of people out there who put a lot of work into their channel that don't get the recognition they deserve. So that's probably going to be another, once I hit 6,000, that'll probably be another video I do to try and get people more traffic. Can I get this on? Come on. I'll get it in a second or two. There we go. That's one. That's two. Put these back on. Let's see. On the Agema, you can choose 2S configuration. Yes, you can. You can either put it one right here and one right here, or you can lay them like side by side on a full long configuration. Makes sense. It's the same Techno, I think. I think it is. I think the Techno puts the ESC like right here-ish somewhere. I don't know. I'll have to look at a Techno when I get the chance. Let's see. I think that's meant to move around. There we go. Just get it loose, but I'll tighten that down in a bit. See. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the body that came with it. Very URC-like. I might put one of their stickers on there just for nostalgia's sake. Oh no, the receiver is behind the battery. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, and this one, it's right next to the servo. I don't have the E version. I have the Nitro version, the 8 and 1. Okay, that makes sense. And I said, good for you. You take pride in your content. I do, and it shows. Yeah, it takes a long time to... Well, it takes a long time to edit a video, and it takes even longer to write the script for a video. I'm not as good at improv as other YouTubers are, because if you're good at improv, you have a really good skill that you should absolutely build upon, because not everyone can do that, and it's not easy at all. It's just one of those things for me. So the more I do it, is the easier it becomes, but I'm never going to be that good at it. Or at least more than likely not. Let's see. You got an Agema buggy? Yes, I did. And it was given to me by a very, very kind patron named Morrison Wad. And he gave me the buggy to review for the year. And we're going to be running it for the year and see how it does at multiple different tracks around the Southeast. So we're going to be going to North Georgia Shootout, Peach State Classic, Wicked Weekend, Buggy Land, probably. And probably AMS at the end of the year. So we're going to see how it does there. And it came with many stuff, much stuff. There we go. Now, let's get the next part done. Next part I was going to do, let's see. I came in late. You got into Gamma Boy. I love your voice. Thank you very much. Let's see. Great videos on the history of RC car racing. I appreciate it. I need to get another one of those videos out soon. I need to. I wonder what topic I could do, because a lot of the other RC companies that are out there right now are either very recent or kind of, not as interesting. Or some of them have secrets that I'm not allowed to share, or I shouldn't share. But we'll have to see. It's going to be 60 some next week. Going to hit the track next week to shake it down. I'm going to go actually this Sunday. This Sunday, I'm going to head down to Loganville to shake it down to see how it does. But right now, the next thing I'm going to do is replace the front sway bar, because this one's a 2.8 mil, and that's hella thick. So I'm going to replace it with a 2.4 if I have it. If not, I am going to go to a 2.6 instead. I could do a vlog. I might. The thing is, though, other people are better at doing vlogs than I am. And I feel like it would just be like, I don't know, another drop in the well. So if I do decide to do a vlog, it'll be very far down the line. I will definitely do like a race report sort of video with how this does, but in terms of what I do for a vlog, probably not. It more than likely won't. Probably not. I don't think it would be very interesting, at least. But I guess if people would like it, I could give it a shot. Now then, let's see if I can get this on in a timely manner. My 1.5. If this had... Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. There we go. Okay, this is a bit of an issue. This is a little bit too rounded off. I might need to grab my other one. Where did it go? Maybe this will work. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this off first. That's the first step. I'm not using MIP tools, or at least not an MIP 1.5. I probably should, because they work so good. Let's see. Jason Brawley. MIP drivers are the truth. Yes, they are. They are the truth. They are the way. And they are my savior, because this is not working. I'm just rounding this out. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. Well, I need to get an MIP first before I can get this off. Or something similar. Let's see if I have anything, though. I'll be right back. Let me grab See if I have an MIP 1.5. Let's see. Maybe the history video on where hex plus are even better, more strep screw, or more strep screw. Let's see. Where'd it go? There you go. MIP tools are MIP tools. That's what I meant. But this works too. And I realized why it was doing that, because it had Loctite on it. There we go. Much better. Much better. There we go. Hey, Kiss Me, how you doing? If I can get this off, that'd be fantastic. That'd be cash money. That'd be, yeah, that's not coming off without a tool. What the? That's not coming off. Huh. Let me screw this back in. Right. Let's get this off. The handful of times I've tried using non-IV tool, it's a bit in the ass or come on close to it. I can feel the pre-strip feeling. Yeah. Considering getting a Caster ETL 821.2 to replace my JQ Black. Anyone running a Caster, my local hobby shop track is a dealer. If your local hobby shop track is a dealer for them, I would absolutely recommend them. But I'm not sure how many people outside of your local hobby shop will actually run them, because I don't hear about them like at all. But if they're a local dealer for them and they stock the parts, nothing's stopping you. Let's see. Roach, have you run both C-Hub and ball cars? There's a really big difference between them. I've only run a C-Hub car. Yes, there is a difference. What's it called? Pillow ball cars are quite aggressive most of the time, and most of the tuning changes you're going to be making to them will be to remove some steering and remove some extra power, like their extra steering, I guess you could say, to make them easier to drive. Whereas C-Hub cars are kind of the opposite. You're kind of working to gain more steering than lose it. But in my opinion, I think that most people would be better starting off with a C-Hub car for the sole reason that it's just easier to drive. It's just that much easier. There we go. Yeah, this worked a lot better. It's not even MIP. I think it's a factory team bit. 2.6. Here we go. I feel like I'm always chasing more steering. Yeah, that's the thing with C-Hub cars. You're always going to be chasing steering. But if you enjoy how they drive, nothing really wrong with that. No problem, Jeremy. Let's see. Yes, it is in a gamma. If I could find where that... Okay, there we go. Yep, and a Gamma N1 X-Tech. Jeez, there are a lot of people in here. This is probably my most nice stream because it's actually pretty caveman how I always set this up. If you end up hitting up Noxel, keep your transponders on. They leave their timing systems on. Power 24/7 scared the... Let's see. Excellent knowledge. Yes, again, main one. Techno steering is always too much, almost too much. It depends on how they're set up. Yeah, it really depends on how they're set up. And then the track you're on as well. Let's see. Characteristics between a C-Hub car and Pillow Ball. I will go over it in a bit. Just not at the moment. I already went over it not too long ago. But I'll go over it in a second or two once I get through these. How's the Dirt Master holding up? Do they make a ball diff for that thing? Yes, they do. Any ball diff that you can find for a Kyosho will work for that car. And they still make them. So you can still get a hand your whole... Or I think MIP ball diffs work too. But I'm not 100% sure on that one. But also, thoughts on Brandon Rose's breakout win at SICK last weekend? He just needed like one really good run, I think. Because if he was like... That's a little bit better, I think. He just needed like one breakout win or one breakout run where he was like, he had everything that he needed and now he got it. And I'm very happy for him. But yeah, going back to, what's this called? Going back to Pillow Balls and C-Hub cars. What's this called? C-Hub cars are much more, I'd say, calm to drive, and Pillow Ball cars are more aggressive naturally. But yeah, that's the long short of it. Let's see if I can get this on. Will you be doing a review of the Gamma? I will be doing a initial impressions video and a long-term review at the end of the year. More than so we'll see how that goes. We'll see how this holds up. I have a bunch of parts behind me that I can use in case something breaks, which according to some people in the forums, something probably will, but we'll have to see how that goes. How do you guys actually solder ESC connections? I feel like I need the power of hell itself to make it flow nice. You just need a really good soldering iron. Like a really, really good soldering iron. I'm talking like, well, mine's not that good, but it's a Ryobi soldering iron, and it works very, very well. It's what got me to put these on. They're a little bit cold solders, but they work, so it's whatever. But yeah. Yeah, this is a little bit loose. I loosened it earlier so I could move it. But yeah, that's a 2.6 sway bar on. And for the rear, what do I have? I have a 3mm 2.6 and a 2.4. Hey? That's strange. Excuse me. Track power one on Amy. I spent about $100 on mine. If I can bring it up real quick, I can actually show you a good one. Let's see if I can pull this up. Present, share screen, share. There we go. So look up solder. You're going to want a soldering station, something like this. Durtex track power. The Hako one is probably the best one you can get for the price. There are other more expensive ones you can get, but the Hako one is definitely the one that I'd use the most if I had disposable income to buy it right now. I just bought mine from Home Depot and it worked pretty well. If the hard drive is going to take it off and being legit, I wonder if Gamma's got locked up patent-wise. Probably not. And I also did see your thing a little bit earlier. I suck at racing. No, you don't. Could you turn Italian? Could I turn my Italian into a competition 8-skill truggy? So if so, what would I need? I have no idea. Honestly, you'd need tires. You'd need a couple different springs. You'd need some diff fluid, some shock fluid to change that up as much as you want. And that's about it. I'm not sure about like other performance parts, but those are the main ones you're going to want. And lots of track time. Like a lot of track time. I've used a few different soldering stations coming out of P. Dream Jones and the software cars. I really like my Ryobi 18 volt. That's actually what I have. That's what I have right over there. I would show you to you, but it's like underneath a bunch of stuff right now and it's cooling down. So yeah. So the next part we're going to do is we're going to do the center diff. Because this stream is going on for a long time and there are a lot of people here. Let's see. Let's see here. Put that on. There we go. Get the center diff out of here. Put these back over here. Trinity iron. Let's see, some good solder paste or what is named a dab petroleum gel before tinning the wires and the surface. Okay. Go for it. Go for it. I'll see you later, Olivier. You take care, all right? And yeah, I know it's quite late for you guys across the pond. What would it be like? Like midnight now? No, it would be 1 in the morning. Oh, the mid-diff maintenance. Let's go. Yep. Let me show you how much is in there. I think it's 5K that's in there right now. So let's go ahead and get this off. Two in the morning? Yep, I figured. There we go. Central 150 Central European time. Okay. Let's put that back there. Put the screws. There we go. Good night, Kieran. You take care, all right? Here we go. My diff's always half full when I open them up at most times. Yep. That's how it be sometimes. Is it normal? Good night, Rory. Or if you're going to, I'm not sure if you are. Is it normal to enjoy maintenance more than running my truck? No, it's not. For some people, it's like that. Let's see. Probably going to have to rewrite something on it, but for now, I just remove it. Feels pretty light, honestly. It feels lighter than 5K. Feels much lighter than like 5K, actually. So let's go ahead and remove it, shall we? So 47 tooth spur, metal spur, actually. So it'll be nice and loud, like a loud sewing machine. Move this. Also, this is MIP. Most of my tools are MIP, by the way, except for like two of them. Two of them that I normally use. Where's the best places to get a Gamma in the States? Nemo Racing. Nemo Racing USA and Nemo Racing in general, or is it where you're going to be at most of your parts? Some hobby shops carry a Gamma stuff, I think out west, but I'm not 100% sure where else. But most of the stuff you're going to be getting is going to be from NemoRacing.com or NemoRacingUSA.com. That's where it's normally at. But the buggies themselves, last time I checked, I think they're out of stock. I'm not sure. I will have to double check later. Yep, not much fluid in there. Not much at all. So we'll let that sit. There we go. Ooh, I'm going to take a break and get some water. I'll be right back while I wait for this diff to, what's it called? Diff to drain. And we return. It looks like they're sold out. Yep. Figured. It's either a good thing or a bad thing. I'm also eating some Oreos as well. Let's see where we are at. Here we go. And we replaced the diff oil with 7K instead of 5K. Yep. There we go. Well, that's it for a bit. Look at chat. So on a Facebook post, the Truggies have to have truck bodies that cover shocks next year. And IFMAR Roar can. Yep. So what happened there was Roar did, from my understanding, the rule was always that truck bodies have to cover the front shock towers. It's just that Roar was not really enforcing it, and neither was any other race like organizer. So Roar stepped up and basically said, like, look, you need to enforce, or we need to now enforce this rule, and we're going to start enforcing it in 2025. So the rule for Truggies was always that they needed to have a body covering the front shocks or front shock tower, but they never enforced it up until now. So in 2025, that's when buggy bodies will be effectively dead for Roar races. That's plenty of fluid. There we go. There wasn't any rule about the body having to go over the towers. Well, there will be in 2025. At least I think so. Put these back together. Wait, Matthew Armeni. Why does that name sound familiar? I feel dumb if I don't know it. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Oh shit! Matthew Armeni's here. Thanks, CBEH. You reminded me who he is. There wasn't any rule about. Oh, I guess if it wasn't, there wasn't. So, and I was wrong. But I'm glad that you're stopping by. But yeah, basically, from what I understand, that truck bodies or truggy bodies will be enforced at Roar races, but not at, I think, race time events. Mr. Wednesday, why? I am not sure. I guess they wanted to make truggy look more distinct. But I'm not the one making the rules, so I guess they don't really matter too much. I enjoy your RC video. I enjoy all your videos. Good job. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate what you've done for Techno. but I have made it a running gag that I will not be running Techno anytime soon. At least, mostly. It's a running gag. It's nothing personal. The big wide arms are the big wide arms are distinct enough for me. Yeah, I figured. But not enough for some people. Not enough for a lot of people. And yeah, I guess here we are. What kind of servo is it? Is it Futaba? It is a Futaba CB701. A very, very, very expensive servo. So if it breaks, I'm going to be a little bit perturbed. Just a little bit flustered. Absolutely bamboozled. That's a little bit better. Put that back in there. Support Amy and Hobby. Support Raceline Design. Support your local hobby shop. And Track as well. I put that in backwards. I am smart. Put this back over here. Now you can see my face. Here we go. There we go. Center miff done. Now we move on to the rear. Or actually, no, we're not done with the center diff. We need to put this back on. Here we go. Support those dudes and trailers with techno parts and nitro fuel for sale to races, like Raceline Designs. Just replace. Actually, no, he carries techno parts too. He carries Techno, HB. I think he actually carries some of Gamma, but I'll have to ask him. I'll actually put. Hang on, let me. Shameless product placement, my favorite. Hey Manny, how you doing? Thank you very much. It is a gift from a very kind patron. Now let's see if I can put this back on. Is it hard to program that Tegan? No, not really. It's about the same as other what's it's called B controls for the most part. Pretty much the same, at least. It's not too difficult. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Get this on there. All the other patrons been real quiet ever since dude mailed that at Gamma. I appreciate all my patrons, okay? Yep. But yeah, this Gamma actually came in literally today. like earlier today, and that's when I changed it to the regular 4S setup rather than the, what's this called? The double 2S setup. There we go. This is a join and a half. There you go. It's not going anywhere. Good. Now, what else do I need to do? Oh yeah, right. Rear diff and rear shocks. So let's take apart let me know if that's too bright. Here we go. See, I'm running a Toro 2S TS 160 amp ESC, and I program it with a Corelli programming box. It's probably the same OEM. Sounds strange, but it works. It's not too strange. It's probably the same OS. I remember I had a Beast Pro 160 amp ESC, and I could use a Trinity box on it. As you're trying to keep well done. I will say that gentleman apologized, and all is well. So no need to bully the man. That's better. Let's see. What wake shot cola am I using? I'm going to be using this. Where is it? Where'd it go? It ran with others. This 450 weight or 450 CST in the front and 400 in the rear. Going down from what was in there before. It is a nice servo. It's a very, very nice servo. It's probably gonna a little bit too much. Wait, that means you switch to Futaba. Don't get ahead of yourself. It's okay. Still running San Juan MKS servos and pretty much whatever I need, whenever I can find. I'm not beholden to any company yet, at least not regarding racing. But aren't the program values a bit different than the original programming box? I think they are. I'm not sure. They might be, but I'd have to test that like when I get more time, basically. We'll have to see. Let's see. Take apart shocks. There you are. Actually, first, we remove the wing. I had to cut some extra holes into the wing. To get some extra holes in the wing, just so I could run this one. Let's get this off here. Yeah, May, don't worry. I'm still running MKS servos. Just that this one came with the Futaba one that happened to be very, very, very good. What radio are you running with that piece of gold servo? San Juan. Yeah, let me put it in chat so you can hear it clearly. Good luck finding a programmer for this thing. Yeah. SMC. That's a brand I've never heard of. Well, it might be It might be an OEM of another company, so you never know. You never know with those kind of things. Put that back in there. There we go. And we go to the rear diff. Now, how do we get, or the rear shocks first? So let's get these off. Get these off. They literally have the best batteries on the market with real C ratings, but no racing packs at the moment. Okay. Well, once they get a racing pack, we'll see. Tell them to get a racing pack. Tell them to get on right now. Well, I will say, though, racing isn't as big of a market as I think it is, but you never know. I'm worried that if I get either way, let me tell you, Roach, I don't know what to expect from that new shocks concept. I have no idea either, so we're going to find out together. We're all going to find out together because literally almost no one runs a Gamma. Well, there are some people who run a Gamma. David Crabtree at my at Loganville RC Complex runs a Gamma, but mainly like most people don't run it. I'm worried that if I get a nice radio, I won't have the excuse of having a crappy DX5C. You won't have your racing excuse anymore. My SMC 4S e-buggy pack took a dump within the first month back in the fall. That sucks. All their 3S packs I got from Book were stellar. Who knows? Wonder why. Maybe that one was just a dud. Uh-oh, I dropped it in my black shirt. That hinges up. That gives me access to the diff. 2.8, 2.6. Write it down. Get the first shock off and get that done first. There we go. Looking forward to that first run footage? Yep, so am I. Get that 45 off there. Here we go. Get this off. I run Noah Zone, Shock Tower. Oh, wait. I run the N1 and N1E, love them after a few tuning options made to it. What tuning options have you made to it? That's the question. Bring the oil bottle back. That is the question of the day. VRP kit. This also has the VRP kit. This does indeed have the VRP kit. Let that drip down sensually. There we go. We'll grab our 400 weight shock oil. Fill it up. Where did the cap go? There it is. Get on it. There we go. There we go. Where'd my towel go? It's right behind me. Just VRB 20 hole pistons. 20 hole pistons and gray red springs in the rear on both cards. VRP for the nitro buggy, 30 gram weight in the rear for the nitro buggy, aluminum hubs all the way around, and the secret rear wing mount. You mean like this? I don't want to bend it too much, but yeah, this is. There we go. Twenty hole pistons. There we go. Put these back on there. No, I don't want to close this stream. Not yet, at least. Let's see. I'm guessing the way those shocks are set, it might give the car super low center of gravity. Thus, this car might just stick to the ground even in some bumpy areas of the track, I presume. Maybe give them a carbon fiber look. It doesn't need it. It looks better without it. Looks better without them. Nice and sleek. Still haven't quite built mine. Your e-buggy or your... Do you have an Gamma, Benny? Because this is news to me. This is news to me if you have an e-buggy, because that'd be cash money. Because I forgot. Actually, no, I think you did tell me you got an e-buggy, but I don't remember what it was, which one it was. Wait, I thought I showed it to you. And Nitro. Okay, so you do have an N1, but you haven't built it yet. You gotta build it. You gotta get into the funny dirt racing. All that carpet's making you soft. Mr. Wentz, just wanted a new fan. I really appreciate your informative videos. You do, especially when you get behind things. Take care. You take care, Mr. Wednesday. You take care. Now, where else do I need to do it? All that carpet is making you weak. You must become strong. Like me. Look at these arms. Look at these absolute chonkers right there. And the split, okay. The one you have has a split between the mounting ears. They break easily. The new wing mount coming out has a filled in the split. Okay. So it looks like I'll have to get that new one then. There we go. Did you see the new Nitride Digital RC? I did, and it was very, very heavy, supposedly. Oh wait, I need to do this shot too. Supposedly it did pretty well at the carpet Florida Carpet Champs, but I think they got caught cheating. I'm not sure though. But you know how stock be sometimes it's a bit what we call fast and loose with the rules. There we go. Carpet is the most used kind of surface here in Europe on e-buggy, racetracks, as well as AstroTurf. Okay. I am joking, only a little bit. Let's see. Put this down. Open this up. Oh, bladder didn't come with it. There we go. There we go. Pour it out for the boys, for the homies. Tires do you use for 8th turf similar to rubber to 10 scale? I would imagine so. Phil, you have to fill me in on that. I know that was a bad joke. It had to be done though. It was the only way. Stagger ribs, okay. What do they use the yellow compound or silver? Or blue is the other compound that's much tougher. And that's enough for the shocks. Yellow? Okay. Silver when the surface is wet. Need to bleed it more. There we go. Yellows are like medium soft. I generally don't get any of the point of the nitride. It's just a gimmick to me, nothing of substance. At least with the ECU built in the Bluetooth for the ZT2W base ECUs is useful. I'd imagine for some people the screen would be useful to just take a look at it and just program it from there. I mean, it's basically just a programming card and ESC put together. Let's put this back together. Also, I forgot you guys race in the wet as well. We can't really do that because it turns into a mud pit. Are you intentional with your rebound adjustment? Kind of. Not really, but I'll re-bleed them if I have to. I'm trying to get as much or as little bleed as or a little rebound as I can get, mostly. To an extent, kind of. But I don't really know too much about how to bleed bladder shocks. Have you bled them? Yeah, I have. My hands are covered in silicone oil. Yeah, my hands are covered in silicone oil, so they have been bled, but probably need to bleed them more. Solve the issue any deal. What did you? Well, Phil, if you could fill me in, that would be very good. Breed Summer that a Gamma has limited droop. Well, the VRP kit helps that, which is what this has. But yeah, the VRP shock body kit is what it comes with. Is the solution to that, to the limited droop. At least mostly. Now let's see. How do I get this off? Analyzing, planning my attack. No. Yes. Let's see. These. Get these off. Oh, I got a Discord thing. I'm not going to check it, though, because I am busy. Like touring car shocks are the same way? Okay. One more remove. I'll rebleed them when I get the chance. Now, how do I remove these without breaking something? Or is it already removable? Let's pry it open. If I had a pry bar, this would be a lot easier. Good old-fashioned Dremel, I guess. But about the rebound can be set or recoil the piston to pull it out. If you prefer, just bleed it with no rebound at all. Okay. Okay, this thing. I will rebleed them correctly then. Well, Roach, you got a Discord? I've always had a Discord. Well, not a Discord server myself, but I'm in other Discord servers. Let's see. Ron's honored by Assault Shocks for the Automatics touring cars and saying no pistons, just like a door swinging up. What the hell? There's no pistons on the Automatics touring car? I did not know that. It'd be funny if it caught on for off-road too. But I'm not sure if that would work. But you never know. There we go. There we go. Now we go ahead and let's see if I can use this real quick. There we go. Yeah, it's bonkers. The shocks are like fully contained down at the hinge pin. I'll have to take a look at that. We'll take a look at that once I'm done with this. Ryan Harris and Kenny Sensor often race in my local track. Not that I ever make it to A Main. Any big name racers at y'all's tracks? Cole Ogden comes to Loganville RC Complex every once in a while, and the Aiden Ridgeway is another one. Jason Spaceman. So, oh yeah, Mark Moon is the owner of Loganville RC Complex. So he's a really good 40-plus driver, just driver in general. But the main ones are Aiden Ridgeway and Cole Ogden. Those are the main ones. Now let's see if I can get this. Let's see if I can get this off. Looks like he put 5K in here. That's good. Put 5K back in here. Yeah, that's trying to take mental notes of what they do is always fun, even if you can't really do it as much. There we go. What track do you usually race at, Jeremy? If you don't mind me asking. Is it SS Hobbies or something like that? Let's see. Oh, back to the shock pliers. Here we go again. There we go. Let that sit for a bit. Chat. Epic RC in Newport Richley, Florida, just about 45 minutes north of Tampa. Okay. I'll have to visit. I think I will head down there during their like 8-skill race or something like that. See how it goes. Let's see here. Just dust off this car a little bit. It's very new, but it has been run like once or twice, maybe once. It's been run once, maybe twice. I'm sorry. Kenny Setzer's family owns SS Hobbies in Tampa. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, that fell out. Well, that's a shame. Here we go. Epic is a huge track, true 8-skill track. Okay. It's a huge check. Absolutely massive. Here we go. My 5,000K or 5K. That would be a lot. That'd be 5 million of what I just said. There we go. Let that sit for a bit. Then we'll rebleed all the shocks, and then we'll set the ride height and stuff like that. It's big. I like it. Oh. There we go. Just enough. There we go. Put those shims back on. Put the udder butter. How do you like the horizontal shocks? I'm going to find out on Sunday. Don't know yet. Never enough lube. There we go. Another shim fell off. I'll put that on in a second. Still have any Techno EB10, EB410 still 2.0 or 2.0 around? Yeah. No, not anymore. It's gone. But the Kyosho I still have. Or the Kyosho 10 scale I still have. It's right over, right here. Let me grab it. I still have it. It's right here. Just chilling. While I build this. Let me put this back in. There we go. Oh, I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I know nothing. I may sound like a oh crap. Silly clown. But I won't turn my back on life. What happened to the Kyosho? I didn't know. I have a Kyosho 10th scale. But I don't have a Kyosho 8 scale. If that's what you're wondering. There we go. Come on. Man. Shock pliers are always my friend. Oh, that sucks. That fell under my desk. So I can grab it. And we got it. Curious if you had any racing plateaus and broken through them. How did you do it? I just drove a lot more. Eventually, you start to, well, progress as a whole starts to become very slow depending on how naturally talented you are. But for me, it was not too long ago. So for me, it's always been practicing on stuff I was always too afraid to practice before. So, for example, whipping is a good example of it. Like whipping the car in different directions in the air. That's something I've always wanted to practice, but never had the opportunity to, but now I do. Dang it, this is getting difficult. Hands are covered in silicone, Noah. There we go. Now that's in. Have the Gamma N1 wing mounts been holding up for people? Supposedly they have been. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't run it yet. I'll let you know though once I do get an idea of what it's like to actually run it. Because if it breaks, I'll let you know. I have like 3 wing mounts in the box though, so if anything it does break, I'll have an extra one. How did you get into RC? When I was a little kid, what I was like a little okay, so when I was about 12, I wanted to get into drifting because I saw a drifting video on YouTube. And my dad got me an HPI Sprint 2 Drift. My dad wanted to get into slot car racing because that was big when he was a kid. So we looked for slot car racing places and they didn't exist, but there was an RC place. What's this called? Yep. But yeah, he was big into slot cars when he was younger and wanted to get into it. Couldn't find a slot car place, but we did find an RC place called Hotshot RC, and that's how I got into it mainly. But eventually, Hotshot RC closed down. But once COVID hit, I had a lot more disposable time to do things that I actually enjoyed. And one of them was RC. So I looked for RC places around me, and AJC Speedway was around there. And that's when I got back into it. And I always hear smooth is fast, but the fast guy seems to be tearing ass everywhere. I seem to be stuck driving Miss Daisy mode trying to be accurate. Once you get more accurate, you'll start to push a little bit harder and harder, and then you'll start tearing ass. I have broken too many to count. If it's cold when you run on Sunday, remove the wing brace and the rear of the car offers more flex. Okay, I'll definitely do that. A little kid back in the 70s. I was a little kid back in 2000s. There you go. There you go. There we go. Come on. Oh, shims. That's probably good. And the thing. Uh-oh. That's coming out. There we go. Shims. These things on there. Oh, I dropped the diff again. Pick it back up. Any plastic parts and water before running in cold sub 40-ish temperatures. Haven't tried it yet. It's supposed to make the nylon more flexible. Yep. A lot of people tend to do that. Me included, but I don't live alone, so convincing parents to boil plastics is a no-no. There we go. Aluminum wing mounts for cars, yeah or nay? It depends on the scale. For 10 scale, I wouldn't recommend it because of the weight. For 8 scale, honestly, either way, I probably wouldn't recommend it for the sole reason that it spreads out the force to something else probably more needed. But we'll see. Damn it, where did this go? Do I plan to make more maintenance live streams? Probably. They seem to be pretty enjoyable for a lot of people. They seem to be pretty enjoyable, so I will definitely be doing this again at one point or another once I get done running this for the first time. Here we go. Almost done. Put this back on. Put that back on. But yeah, I definitely plan on doing more of these in the future. This one's too large. It's got that sound to it. Here we go. There we go. And get that in there. Almost done, guys. Almost done. Don't worry. you ever come to rock racing in Knoxville, Tennessee? I probably will this coming weekend, more than likely. Well, not this coming weekend, next weekend, because it's supposed to rain at the barn, and that's where a lot of the people who are going to the barn are probably going to end up. So if I do go, it'll be on the 27th to the 28th. That's when I'll be heading up to the Rock. Nice. You'll be there with your N1s? That's good. That is good. Let's see. Anything else? Shocks, rebled. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll do it there now. So I don't miss it or forget to do it later. Let's see. Let's rebleed these. I may have put the springs on in the wrong direction. That is might be what I have done. There we go. There we go. Rock is awesome. You guys have got a sweet setup there. Had a group of us from Huntsville on there on Sunday. Yeah. I plan to go up there eventually. If I don't go up there this coming end of the month, then I'd probably be up there another time. Here we go. Where I put the shuck standoff, there it is. Oh, that's not good. I dropped something else. There we go. Let's see if I can grab it. Here we go. Here we go. Here's what ESC channel you choose racing. Looks like Primo Electronics for that at Gamma. It's pretty good. They are pretty good electronics, so I don't have any excuses. There we go. Now for the next one. Still too much. Damn. There you go. Final touch. There we go. Yeah, that's good enough. Close enough. Here we go. There we go. That's the rear done. Put these back on. My car has RTR electronics from an Arma. Lol, that's how I bought it. So ready to upgrade. My SCT has decent electronics though. Put the SCT electronics in the buggy. Run a buggy light if you can. Or run the ESC from the SCT and put it in the buggy as well. I'm pretty sure the SCT could probably handle 4S. More than likely, at least. There we go. We're in the end game now, boys. Now then, for the rear or fronts, I'm sorry. Shocks are really easy to remove, though. I do appreciate that, except for this one right here. This one's annoying. At least with this tool. Let's do this one first. Easier that way. Here we go. Get it off. Here we go. Can an e-buggy say run on a 27 for racing? I'm pretty sure someone actually does that. Fee Long, he runs for Kyosho now. He's running a 3S setup in his Kyosho MP10E. And he'll run like 2 3S batteries, just one at a time. And he'll go from there, basically. But yeah, he runs like a 2700 kV motor and a 3S battery for racing. He does exactly that, what you're thinking. There we go. No more rebounding shocks. No rebound. Or very little rebound. Oh, nope. Upside down. There we go. It does have better air control 3S than 2S, but wheelies down the straightaway, nobody seems to care about battery size or anything in the club race I've been to. No one seems to care about the battery size or anything at my club race I've been to. A lot of times people don't really mind that much about what you run. It just depends on how well you're doing. Here we go. Get this on here. Ten skill seems more strict in that way. Yes, it absolutely is. It is a lot more strict. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Get this on here so I can actually bleed the shock properly. There we go. Uh-oh, something fell. Another nut fell. There we go. Well, good evening again. Good evening, friendo. Just working on, I'm about to finish up. Just set up the camber and stuff like that as I finish up. Ride height and all that good stuff. Along with droop. Here we go. Almost done. Good evening to everyone. We are now at 9 p.m. It's quite late. But here we go. That's all the shocks and all the fluids refreshed. Now we just need to set the camber, ride height, and droop, and we'll be done. Oh, and put the wing back on, obviously. There we go. Put that in there. The whole table's shaking. How much for a Gamma N1 chassis? It is sick. Probably the same price as regular buggy. I think it's like $650. But it's out of stock at the moment. But I'm not sure. I'll have to ask them if they'll ever be. Well, they obviously will be back in stock again, but we'll have to see when they get back in stock. There we go. That's back on. Put the wing back on. There we go. There we go. Do you worry this chassis will be more prone to braking without shock towers? Well, with a buggy that doesn't have shock towers, it doesn't have shock towers to brake. But I'm not sure how well it will do durability-wise in the future. But we'll have to see how it does in a very cold environment, because that'll be the most reliable test, more than likely, as that'll be when it's most vulnerable, when the what's this called, when it's really cold, the plastics are brittle. We'll see how it does. God, my hands are covered in silicone oil. There we go. Yep, there goes my car stands. There we go. There we go. Now, let's set our droop first. To do that, we need something over here. I'll be right back. I need to grab something on my table. Alrighty then. Do I prefer electric or nitro? I definitely prefer electric because it's a lot easier for me and a lot more convenient. And I work on my car and I'll laugh half the time. I do too, but for today, I'll be working on it with it's on my table to make it easy for you to view. Get these off. Now we set our droop. What happened to your RC binge washing? I'll do that eventually. Eventually. Have you had a nitro yet? I had a nitro for a very brief amount of time, and I was going to do a video series on it, but life hit me in the face first. So no nitro for me yet. There we go. Put that over there. There we go. $32. Let's remove or drop that down a lot. It needs to be. There we go, 25. That's what we're going for. Almost there. Put some main title, put some MK Wii music on, mainly the title screen. Yeah. Do those shocks leak oil at all from being horizontal? Not really. Doesn't seem like they have. Yeah, let me check this. Like that is bottomed out. Well, looks like that's about as drip as I can get. That is not a whole lot. Maybe shock to I'll lower the shocks a little bit more eventually. But for now, we ball. There we go. Hello from Chattanooga. Hi, Daniel. How you doing? In your opinion, what brand makes the most friendly user-friendly chassis to work on? Probably Techno, more than likely. Either Techno or HB. Well, not HB, but actually probably Sparco now. Yep, that's bottomed out. Well, ride height next. Put the wheels on. Wheel nut wrench. Lap, as you said before. There we go. There's knobs. We're going to take us having to pledge allegiance to the techno flag every time before you begin. There's no RC scene up here in Chattanooga. Yeah, I know. You gotta have to head all the way up to like You have to head all the way up to like Knoxville or something like that to get up there. To get to an RC scene. There we go. From that, there we go. There we go. Last one. Get these on. Now we can go ahead and set our ride height and camber. Or I'll just run the high ride height or eyeball the camber. It's a little bit low. Right gauge. Yeah, it's very low. So we raise it. Here we go. Let's try this again. A little bit more. A little bit more. Looking to RC3. Yeah, I've been to RC3 before once. Like back, I think back in 2021. $25 will do. That's good. $25 will do. Now let's do the rear. Where are we in the rear? I can already tell it's going to be really low. Oh yeah, real low. Less than 20. It's not good. I'm going to get so many blisters working on this car. There we go. For the next one. There we go. Almost there. Grab the rag. Makes this easier. Crazy that Tebow just eyeball aligns his cars. Yeah. I mean, he does it like for a living, so I'd imagine he'd be pretty good at eyeballing it. You getting ready for racing tomorrow? No, just practice. Just practice. It's going to be really cold tomorrow, so I'm only going on Sunday. That works. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works. And there we go. And just like that, she's ready to hit the track. There we go. Put this back on. Put these on. Here we go. Put the front wing back on. Yeah, it's here tomorrow is 18. What the fuck? Yep. It's going to be cold tomorrow. Thank you very much. I'll let him know that you like it. Oh. Metallic green. Backed with silver. There we go. And there we go. And just like that, we've completed our work for the day and only made a slight mess. So, if you guys enjoyed that stream, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.